The Austin Peay Governors head out on the road for the final time here in the 2014 season as they head west to Cape Girardeau, Missouri to take on Southeast Missouri. Hello, everyone. I'm David Loos, joined now by head coach Kirby Cannon and coach final road trip of the season. And you guys heading over to take on a Southeast Missouri team that started the season with a lot of promise, but kind of fill us in on where they are now.
Well, they're still a very capable football team. They're led by a quarterback that's having a great year. He's kind of been a hard luck story up till now. I think he missed the last 2 years with injuries, but he's really doing a good job for him on the offensive side. They play very hard. They're very sound in everything that they do. They've played close ball games in their losses, and we just want to go over and play our best football game.
Coach, let's back up a week to take a look at your game against Tennessee State last week on homecoming Saturday. Heartbreaking loss for your football team in that contest. How has your team responded?
Well, they were devastated, as we all were. We played very, very well. You lead the entire game until the last 35 seconds, and it's a crushing loss. And the best way to, get over those things, I think, is to just step forward and start doing work towards the next opponent. And that's what we did on Sunday. Watched a little bit of the tape and then turned around and just said, hey, here's Southeast, and let's move on. And I think it worked pretty well. We had real good practices all week long.
Coach, as you look back at that game, what did you pull from that game and tell your team they did well?
Well, I think more than anything else, just went out and they had such great focus early, just doing the little things that we had not been doing in the majority of our games, put us into a position where, we're up 17-3 at halftime and felt really good on both sides of the ball that we could get it done in the second half.
Coach, looking at the game against Southeast Missouri, how do you build on the success that you saw against Tennessee State?
Well, I think just making sure that they understand that, last week's effort doesn't do you any good this week. And, getting our kids to go back and do the same little preparation steps that they did for Tennessee State. And we're not going to have the crowd on our side. We're not going to have weather on our side. We're not going to have any of those things that, kind of artificially boost you a little bit. So it's got to be about the kids that get on the bus. And, again, they've responded well now, and we expect to play well on Saturday.
Coach, let's look at how your team matches up with Southeast Missouri. What can we expect?
Well, I think their run game is something that we've got to get under control and, make sure that we have everybody accounted for. They blend in a little bit of option with their offense, and the quarterback's always a threat to run the ball. So just going back to the basics of gap control and tackling and pursuit, those are the things that get you into a good position on defense. I think offensively we've got to go out and, again, have that nice blend of throw and run. To keep them off balance. Anytime we've become one-dimensional, we've not had success on offense. So, going over there with the idea that we're going to be balanced is the offensive key.
Well, Coach, good luck on Saturday against Southeast.
All right, thank you very much.
That's head coach Kirby Cannon as the Governors get set for their final road game of the 2014 season. Make sure to keep up with all the action on Saturday right here at letsgopea.com.